Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another Destiny 6 video. And today we're going to be talking about Nightmare and what I consider is the most optimal / safe team. A lot of videos talk about, like, other content creators, they offer, like, they're farming Nightmare and stuff like that, but they say like, oh, we have 90% here, 70% here, 60% there, and blah 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 blah. Now, that's not efficient. We're looking for either high 90+ % to even 100%. That is my goal when I create teams, when I'm farming for anything. I don't want to waste my resources. I don't want to be wasting keys. I want efficiency. So right now, this is my team. The main important thing is in this team is Eve, mainly because her second skill reduces damage taken by allies by 30% for 17 seconds. You have to max that. You can get away maybe with 12 seconds, which is like a 4 skill or something, a 3 skill, whatever, but maxing it on this one is very important. And also she does offer a remove debuff. If you're farming a lot of Nightmare, you're gonna notice that you're gonna be CC'd a lot of times, and having cleansing units will be good for your team. So same with Soho. Soho also does a remove debuff at 80% chance, and he does heal, and with the defense buff with all 3 units scaling off of defense makes the team super safe. Okay, so without further ado, I'm just gonna go ahead and take you guys into the run. I'm not gonna be talking too much. We're just gonna do 3 straight runs, and then we'll move on to the next place, but that'll be in a separate video. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, I am back. Let's go ahead and talk about the second run, right? You're probably wondering, what can I replace Rock Jun with? Well, you got Paper Fran. Thing is about Paper Fran, she does have her second skill that does damage reduction too, but it's a different percentage. So you kind of don't want to have Paper Eve and Paper Fran in the same team. So for instance, if you're going to use Paper Fran as your main damage dealer, you're probably going to want to take out Paper Eve and then put in a unit like Elk, because you already have the damage reduction, assuming it's like decently skilled. So yeah, but primarily you still want to keep Soho in the team, mainly because he has a defense buff. But you can also be using Yona. She creates an overshield when the HP is over max, which is kind of nice too. But you really want to maintain and keep healers that are that can cleanse, because if you get CC'd for too long, the battle can get very sketchy. So, and the reason why I'm not using Elk here is mainly because this stage has ignore defense and it can get pretty painful. So yeah, but she works very well in Inua and Jin. But this team I'm currently running right now is perfect for Silva and Medina. So yeah. So my goal when I built a team was to make sure, even if the AI was really dumb, that they will still succeed based off of the team synergy, right? So right there, Jun used his nuke, but he was blinded and he missed. So right here, this is what I mean by having 17% or 17 seconds on that buff for Eve. You notice I got CC'd and he hit me with a bunch of ignore defense damage, but I'm not taking a whole lot of damage. So this comes in from basically Elk's strike leader skill, damage reduction by 25%, and also Eve's damage reduction from her second skill. Jun really complements the team, like I said, with his second skill, helping with cooldowns. So, and you guys are like, well, don't you have Adonis and Escarlata? I do, I really do. But the thing is, they are not very high win rate ratio, for sure. Mainly because they don't really have any type of damage reduction or anything like that. They highly rely on Adonis having his shield up. But if Adonis is CC'd and controlled, he's pretty much useless, renders useless. Versus, let's say, Soho or Eve, even if you blind them or CC them, they will eventually get out of it and use a heal to cleanse. So yeah, I don't know. The reason why I'm making this video is that you guys can be the judge if this team is the team for you, where you can actually acquire and efficiently and safely farm Nightmare. Whether you guys think it's really safe versus other people's comps that are currently on YouTube. So yeah, I mean, of course, the major roles in these accomplishments is also, you know, of course, you need to have 3-star conqueror status for the stage and be decently skilled up. I don't think even if you had really good orbs, I don't think non-skilled units would work in Nightmare. But I could be wrong. Because what you gotta do, right? Like, if you don't have skill ups, that means you gotta make it up by having cooldowns. So that means you're gonna have at least 30% or more cooldown reduction on your skills based off of substats, but assuming that you are farming, and it's quite hard to get that, you probably don't have that. So yeah, all it takes is like a little bit of testing, a little bit of, you know. The thing is about like when I share videos online or anything like that, I have to make sure I thoroughly analyze it to actually test it myself. So that's what I did in yesterday's stream, and today at work as well. I just ran all night, all 4 Nightmare bosses, and I saw their success rate, and I adjusted accordingly. So, and each one, so for Tyler, for example, I went 20 for 20 at work, so it's a really high win rate. For Inua took me a while to actually figure out a team for it, because I didn't actually use this. This exact team is going to be for Medina, but I didn't actually build this team for Medina. I tried different other things like Carlotta and Piadonis. Like, they would win sometimes, they would lose more than win, mainly because Scar actually can do a 50k nuke to you. So yeah, it's kind of sketchy. But anyways, this video is coming to an end. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you guys want to share your guys' Nightmare team, feel free to leave it in the comment section. Subscribe for more content, and I'll see you in the next video, where we'll be taking on Medina Nightmare.